ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. I tell you what, I should get a job as a Santa, shouldn't I, Theo?
You'd be the worst Santa ever.
Oh, Theo, that's not very nice. Theo, what is going on? It's Christmas morning. I should be unwrapping my presents and having a cold beer by now.
I know.
And we're making a predictions video.
We are, because, you know what? Not everybody's with their family on Christmas Day. Not everyone can because of the whole situation. We're lucky enough to be here, and the best thing is we can entertain you guys.
Yeah, the way I see it, you lot right there, you are our friends, our family right now. So Merry Christmas to all of you.
We're basically with you guys on Christmas Day, and we're going to be going through every single Premier League game on Boxing Day and giving our prediction, keeping it football like we always do. The guest this week is a fan. So I went on Instagram and basically said, whoever responds to me gets to be on Prem Predictions. We're getting a fan on. I thought we'd give something back for Christmas.
Last week, Joe Tomlinson, what a brilliant guy. Sky Sports presenter. 4 points. He beat us. 2 points each from 4 games.
Very little points in it anyway.
I know. But 100 points to the guest. 119, 120. Neck and neck.
We're going to start with first of 7 games. 6 of them on Boxing Day. One of which on the 27th. Is that a bit odd?
It's weird, isn't it? Theo?
Maybe it's
the
TV.
world is weird right now.
There's no problems on Christmas Day. We're going to start with Manchester City against
No, Theo, I do that bit. And the first game of Christmas is Manchester City in first against Leicester in 9th. It's the champions of now against the champions of 6 years ago. Now, Manchester City, they stuffed Newcastle like a Christmas turkey, didn't they, Theo?
And Leicester bottled a lead to Liverpool. They were like 3-1 up. I turned off the telly. I thought, oh, Liverpool are out the cup. Next thing I know it, they're running and celebrating as they win penalties.
I know. Manchester City, goals coming from anywhere. I mean, last time it was Cancelo, Diaz, Mahrez and Sterling. But defensively, they're like Ebenezer Scrooge, aren't they, Theo?
I know. They've got memories of a 5-2 win the last time they came to Etihad in the Premier League. That's an amazing win. Do you think they could do that again?
I think they can win big here, Theo. Leicester have been a funny one recently.
Wait, hold on. I just said Leicester. You think Leicester can win big?
No, I don't.
Dad gave something away there.
I've had a couple of early sherries. I think this will be Manchester City 3, Leicester 0.
They've lost 3 in a row away. 8 out of 10 Leicester Premier League away games have ended 2-1 either way. That's just a fact for you. That's not good or bad because it goes either way, but that's just interesting. City 11-0 in the last 180 minutes of football.
Wow.
Smashing teams at the moment. So I can't say anything else but City 3, Leicester 1. We'll be kind. We'll give them a Vardy goal or something.
Right, over to our guest who's one of our subscribers.
Let's do it.
Man City are just different gravy. I'm going to go again with a 3-1.
Norwich City against Arsenal, 20th against 4th. And by Boxing Day, Theo, the Norwich players will be full of Delia Smith's turkey, won't they? Now, Norwich City recently, they got better and then it slipped again, didn't it, Theo?
They haven't beaten Arsenal since October 2012.
No.
Dean Smith's side will have to a Christmas miracle to get a result here.
Wow, I just realised Dean Smith and Delia Smith. That's a bit of nepotism, isn't it?
Oh, God, I never actually... That's mad. We're only realising this stuff because it's Christmas.
And I've been on the sherry, like I said. But I tell you what, Arsenal, Theo...
8 a.m.
Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe were rampant, weren't they, last week?
Martinelli has netted 3 times before the 50th minute across 2 Premier League outings.
But the first question is, will he play?
You can't drop a man on form.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe played midweek. I think he'll play. People are signing him on FPL. Are you using your free hit this week?
I'm probably not, Theo. You know what I'm going to do? Mo Salah, he's just not performing.
No.
I'm going to sell him, Theo.
He's not performing. He's had that one bad game.
I know.
You mug.
Too much waffle. Norwich 0, Arsenal 2.
Norwich 1, Arsenal 3. I'm going to go different. Let's go over to our subscriber. What's his prediction?
Last 4 games, 4 wins. Yeah, it's going to be easy for them. Comfortable 2-0 win. I'd like to see Saka on the score sheet and Smith Rowe, get some of them young English boys.
Tottenham Hotspur against Crystal Palace. It's 7th against 11th. It's a tasty London derby and tastier than the Brussels sprouts on my plate, I'll tell you that. Now, Spurs, Christmas came early against Liverpool. A depleted squad. And what a game that was, right? 2-2 draw.
Well, before that, it started with the Grinch turning up and taking him out the Conference League. But that could be a Christmas blessing in disguise, because they can now focus on the Premier League and potentially even climbing up the table, getting top 4. Because, Dad, they've got up to 3 games now in hand of their big 6 rivals. They just need to rack up the points with Conte, and they look good and resembled that against Liverpool.
Oh my goodness, they were special on the counter-attack. Harry Kane is back. Heung-Min's son. I thought Lucas Moura was great.
So they're back on form. Do you reckon they'll continue this? Maybe a clean sheet against Palace?
Well, I wonder whether Crystal Palace can spoil the COVID-safe Christmas party here. Because they're hard to beat, Theo.
Yeah.
They've only lost like 5 games this season in
There's
the league.
also a rumour that there's a bit of an outbreak in the Palace team, so we're not even unsure if this game will go ahead. But if it does, I think Tottenham will win it controlled 2-0.
Wow, I reckon this will be 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur.
Merry Christmas, everybody. So I'm saying, I still think Crystal Palace are going to score. 3-1. Son to definitely get on the score sheet. Come on, you Spurs. Bring it home for me.
West Ham United against Southampton, 5th against 15th. Both teams stumbling a bit in recent weeks like Santa Claus after a billion glasses of sherry. What's happening here, Theo?
Well, I don't really know, because I remember when we went into international break a month ago, West Ham was sitting 3rd in the table, getting ready for Champions League football, and then they went 1 win in 6 games.
Yeah.
Now they're outside the top 4. Arsenal have sneaked in.
It is a tough one. I think West Ham will be good in this game, but, Southampton only 6 points above the relegation zone. I'm going straight to it.
Okay.
A West Ham win, but a narrow one. 2-1.
I'm surprised you're so confident West Ham winning. David Moyes has 1 win in 7 Boxing Day fixtures. He needs to break a worrying trend there. Maybe he just lets his players get stuck into the turkeys or something.
It could easily be like a 2-0 or a 3-0. I think it'll be a good game with goals, but 2-1 West Ham, Theo.
Yeah, but the visitors are struggling at the moment, and that's a particularly poor return when you take into account they led at half-time in 3 of their last 4 games. And Breuer usually helps them lead as well. He's an absolute goal scorer, but they always just crumble. 2-2 draw for me. What does our subscriber think?
West Ham, they've had a bit of a disappointing run of form, but they're coming back here. They're making a statement. And I'm saying it's going to be a 3-0 win to West Ham. I'm hoping Antonio didn't score because I just subbed him out of my FPL.
Aston Villa in 10th against Chelsea in 3rd. It's a wonderful life right now if you're an Aston Villa fan.
Yeah.
You've got Stevie G. You won 4 in 6th. And a win here could put you 8th. What's happening here, lad?
Chelsea, they requested a postponement in their last Premier League match.
Scrooges.
It got declined.
Yeah, I know.
And the Premier League made them play it, and a depleted roster went out there and got a 0-0 draw against Wolves. It didn't really feel like either team wanted to play. If they were to draw in this match, it would be the first time Chelsea draw 3 games in the Premier League in a row since 2012.
But you know what? I think they might just sneak a win here. I think it's going to be low scoring, defensive. Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 1.
Well, I mean, Dad, they've never gone winless in 3 consecutive games under Tuchel, ever. Maybe it's the Steven Gerrard effect. They might bounce back, I don't know, but I'm sitting on the fence going for a 1-1 draw. Chelsea look depleted. They'll probably be getting stuck into the turkeys today anyway.
Right, I do like what Gerrard's doing with Aston Villa at the moment, but it's Chelsea at the end of the day. It's Chelsea. They've got to get the win. 2-0, and I think against Chelsea, that's a very good score to have.
Brighton and Hove Albion against Brentford, 13th against 12th. It's the South Coast against West London. Brighton struggling recently, but Brentford fans are singing ho, ho, ho after beating Watford a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well...
I'm sorry about these jokes, by the way.
That
I'd like
wasn't
to
even a
claim
joke. That was a
someone
joke.
else wrote them, but anyway, carry on.
That was a joke.
I know, Theo.
I just moved on.
I apologise and resign.
I mean, usually I would just walk out and pretend like this video never happened, but
You
it's
would,
Christmas.
actually.
So I'm going to continue and be nice to you.
Thank you, mate.
Just count that as your present. Don't expect too much. Santa's been already. Brighton defeated Brentford 1-0 back in September, and they were in the midst of an impressive 5-game start to the league campaign. Now the Seagulls are winless in across 11 league games, drawn 8, lost 3. That represents the club's longest ever wait for a top-flight win, which has fueled fears of them extending a current winless run of 11 Boxing Day fixtures. How mad is that?
Wow, it's like he's on Sky Sports again.
Brentford, they lost midweek against Chelsea in the Cup.
Yeah.
But maybe that's a blessing in disguise, so they can focus on the Premier League again in the top half.
I'm going to go for Brighton 1, Brentford 0.
Oh, you think a Brighton win? That'll be the first time in years that they've won.
Well, you see, if I didn't say that, Josh would refuse to edit this.
Oh, he's not editing it. I am, because
Oh,
it's
right.
Christmas.
Okay.
We're literally filming this on Christmas morning.
Merry Christmas, Josh and
It's
Alfie
9 a.m.
and everyone involved in the channel.
Dad, it's 9 a.m. on Christmas. We haven't opened presents. We're working. Okay, it's not even work. It's like talking to you guys. We're just here for you guys on Christmas Day. That's what I was saying. Anyway, 12th against 13th, both on 20 points. They're both going to go on 21 points after this 1-1 draw.
Ivan Toney, obviously, ex-Peter United player, the best team in the world, so I've got to back Brentford. Nice little 2-1 win.
And last but not least, it's Newcastle United against the other United from Manchester, 19th against 6th. And this promises to be, Theo, a Christmas
Cracker!
That's the one.
Oh, I always say a
I know
Christmas
you
cracker,
do.
and it's actually the Christmas Day.
I know. I thought you'd have done that by now, that pun, but you didn't, Theo.
Well, there's no Christmas cracker this week. There's no good game. But weirdly, this is so crazy. United pick up the most points on Boxing Day than any other team. I think average is 2.14.
Yeah.
So this could be a Christmas cracker for them. But even more interestingly, this is the 3rd successive season in which Newcastle have played a Manchester club on Boxing Day, losing their last 2 by an aggregate of 6-1 scoreline. They just play Manchester clubs on Boxing Day.
I know. He's done his research today, hasn't he?
I have.
But you know what? The Newcastle defence have conceded 41 goals this season. That is leakier than Grandad after 5 pints, isn't it, Theo?
Well, 5 sherries, more like.
Yeah.
I don't think a Grandad could get through 5 pints.
Oh, you never met my Grandad.
And if Premier League games ended at half-time, this is funny about Newcastle, they would sit 14th ahead of this round.
Yes.
They get early leads. They just bottle it in the second half. Eddie Howe, learn to play your second like you play your first half, you mug. No, you're a great guy. What's your prediction?
Ralph Ragnick's come in. They've won the last 3, have United.
Yeah.
It might be something like a 3-1 United, but I'm going to stick with 2-0 Man United.
Wait, it's funny you say they've won the last 3 because if they make it 4 in a row, it would be the first time United win 4 consecutive top flight games since April.
Wow.
That's when my birthday is, 7th of April. Get your presents ready for me, guys. And Christmas. Where are they, guys? Shocking.
Over to our guest.
Yeah, over to our guests. I've not even given my prediction. Newcastle 0, Man United 2.
I think now Ralph Ragnick's had a bit of time to work with the team. He's been able to put in his philosophies a bit, put a bit of a statement out there. So I'm going to say 4-0. Hopefully they don't embarrass me when I say that. So 4-0 Man United.
Smash the like button because it's Christmas. Please subscribe.
Right, I've got to leave you now because I'm going off to the church for a carol service, honestly.
No, that's it. Get out.
Cheers!